Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Gotham Knights video, the first video of the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. It is the year of Gotham Knights, and today what we're going to be talking about is some details we got regarding the combat in the game, as well as some information about the character progression. Before we get into everything, though, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if at any point you enjoy the video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support, and I would really appreciate it. So if you enjoy the video at any point, leaving a like rating would be awesome. And also, if you're new here and you're looking forward to Gotham Knights, well, then I got you covered. I'm making videos on all the news, updates, gameplay, trailers, my reaction, my let's play when the game comes out, and all that fun stuff. Anything and everything Gotham Knights related, I got your back. So if that sounds good to you, well then, if you'd like, you can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be immediately notified when a video goes live. And with all that being said, let's jump into this. So as with most of the news videos that we've made regarding Gotham Knights, Patrick Redding and Fleur Marty, working at WB Montreal, sat down this time with Games Radar to answer some questions about the game. And I gotta say, although I am happy we continue to get little tidbits about the game and we're getting information that we may not have known about previously, I hope that now that we're in 2021, the year the game's supposed to come out, that we get some new marketing, a brand new trailer, some new gameplay, a release date. I'm hoping that the game comes out sooner rather than later, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Also, as always, if you want to check out the article that I am citing in this video, it is a Games Radar interview with Fleur Marty and Patrick Redding. It'll be linked in the description box below. But alright, the first thing I wanted to go over in this article comes from Fleur Marty. In fact, everything I'm going over in this video comes from her, and this direct quote from the article gives us a little more details about the combat and how it was structured in Gotham Knights. And so she says this: "We've entirely redesigned the combat system in order for it to work well in co-op. Of course, we're still a brawler, and some of the mechanics won't feel totally alien for people who played and enjoyed the Arkham series, but it is in many ways very different." So I was already getting this impression. In my initial reaction to the Batgirl demo, that was one of the things I pointed out right away, is that it still had the Arkham vibes in the combat. But I'm glad this was officially stated for anybody out there who was really worried that this was going to be completely rid of any of the Arkham DNA. So yes, the combat will feel new and going to be feeling like something unique, especially considering it had to be redesigned to work well with something like co-op, but at the end of the day, it's still going to have the Batman Arkham flavor in there. Moving on though, later on in the Games Radar article, Fleur Marty talks a little bit about the characters in Gotham Knights and some of the things that you can do with these characters. She mentions here that the game allows you to switch to a different character pretty much anytime you want, as long as you go back to the Belfry to do so. And that information is not exactly something new that we haven't necessarily heard before. We have been hearing that that is going to be a feature in the game. You go back to the Belfry and can switch between any character that you want. However, Fleur Marty follows up on that by saying, since the story progression is shared between all characters, it also makes sense that you don't have to level them up from scratch every time you want to switch. It also stays very coherent in terms of our narrative, since the other members of the Batman family are always present in some way in the background while you're out in the world crime fighting or unraveling the mystery. They don't stay inactive, so it makes sense that they're also progressing and getting stronger. I am so glad to hear this. This is something that I was a little worried about, especially considering the fact that it's supposed to have those RPG elements, but I feel like a quote like this once again reinforces the idea that Gotham Knights is, yes, an RPG, but a very loose RPG that allows you a little more freedom than most RPGs would. You know, you couple this with the info we already have about how you can explore the entire open world and there isn't going to be any level gating at any parts in the open world, and it makes me really happy that this isn't going to be one of those RPGs that has you completely shackled until you progress further. I understand that there are still some people out there who are proceeding with caution on Gotham Knights, and that's totally okay. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I hope some of these quotes have eased the worries that some people have with Gotham Knights. Beyond this though, I also just like how convenient a system like this is. It just provides us, the player, the incentive to try out every one of the Gotham Knights. Nobody's going to be in the position of feeling like one character is too underleveled and so they're just not going to touch that character at all and rather just stick with their main. This is absolutely, for me, some of the most exciting news we've gotten for the game as of yet. And now we're going to just have to play the waiting game. We're in the year this game is supposed to come out, and hopefully, provided there are no delays, we get some new trailers and gameplay to look at soon. And when that does inevitably happen, you can bet your batarang that I will have you covered on all the content for the game. And with that said, I now want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments section below. First of all, what do you think about the details we got regarding the combat in Gotham Knights? And as well, what are your thoughts on the character progression and how every character is going to be leveling up with the one that you'd be currently playing as? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support and I would really appreciate it. I'm Caboose, and you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those links are going to be in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.